What's up everyone, and welcome back to some Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And this is a little bit late. I meant to actually get this done this morning, but I got busy. Here it is, Boss Rush. Been waiting for this for quite a long time, and I'm going to be really excited to dive into this. I'm going to be making a video for all 4 of the currently available stages of this. Stage 5 was added to JP not too long ago, but that has quite a few events that we do not have yet. I actually think it has 5, so like I'd say a couple months down the line from now, because Super Saiyan 4s are probably going to be coming in about 10 days. 7-7 would be my guess on that one. But I already cleared 3 of the 4. I'm working on the 4th one. I started at work, but it's such a bitch. It is so stupid. And I think I actually might have to wait for Super Saiyan 4s to come out to get it done. But we're going to be hopping into the easiest one right here. Stage 1, super difficulty. This is the first 5 Dokkan events that were put into the game, I believe. It is Broly, Cell, Kid Buu, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and Janemba, all listed on the left. And by the way, on the right in this video, and it'll be in the video for Stage 2, Super 2 difficulty. No, I want a better one. That is going to be the team that I'm using to go through this. I'm just going to use a Heroes team. I do plan on going back through at some point with every team that I have in the game, though, that I can run. Like, so I'm going to do a Mono Agility one. I'm going to do a Mono Intelligence one. I'm gonna try to get through it with every team except for, like I said, maybe I won't get through Super 2 difficulty on Stage 4. This one's good. Alright, so we finally found a Vegito. And instead of King Yemma, I believe I'm going to use, I'll use a Baba instead. Because then we can Ghost Usher or Baba. Where's Baba? I always lose track where she is. And obviously no continues are allowed in Boss Rush. So this is a pretty simple stage. This will probably, I want to see if I can beat this in like 6 or 7 minutes, because I tried to run it this earlier and I beat it in like 5 or 6, but I was playing it on Stage 2. I beat this part of the fight in 5 to 6 minutes, but it's really simple, honestly. And I put my cards in totally the wrong order, so it's actually going to screw me over already. Because I just jumped in and I didn't realize Vegito. I thought Vegito was in that second slot, not the third slot. But should be able to wipe him out actually after this turn. So this should be a 2-turn fight, I imagine anyway. And we're gonna get Kurt right there. If we can get him down to health bar and half, well, we're probably close enough to at least get within shouting distance. So let's see. Man, this board kind of sucks big. So either way, I'm gonna let's do that with you. We'll give you those 3, and that way we will at least have. So we'll have to rotate out of Vegito again, or physical Vegito again. So we just kind of screwed ourselves on that front. Not the greatest start to Boss Rush. Not the greatest start to it at all. And yeah, we could have had this done so much smarter if I had done it properly, but not thinking ahead. I was getting a little too excited to finally dive into this for the channel, as we've been really waiting for this for a while. I haven't made content for quite a few days because of my capture card, and then I was like, well, I want to wait for Boss Rush because I really want to go hard at Boss Rush because it's just fun. Like the emojis just look like a lot of fun, and it is a lot of fun, honestly. Alright, so tech right here. Ooh, we can nuke with you and get up to 94. It's almost 100. Alright. And then we'll just do that. You're not going to get your super anyway, so let's see what we can do with this Trunks. Should do probably about 2 health bars off the Cell. Maybe not. Alright, I guess I have to get my... oh, this Cell has quite a bit of health for me. He has like 1.2 million, actually. I totally forgot all about that. He does have quite a bit of health. Alright, so which Vegito is actually better? Alright, they're exactly the same. So let's just do that. And we'll rotate the front one out just because it's the front one. I don't know what I was thinking that first Broly stage. We're gonna have to have a redo of this one day when I have good cards, because eventually, hopefully, this team will have both Super Saiyan 4s on it. That's my ultimate goal anyway. Because those cards are cheese. Alright, 153. That'll wipe him out right there. Let's move on now to Kid Buu. This fight has quite a few stages to it. Buu has 3, maybe up to 4. I don't remember. I think it might be set on Boss Rush, though. It might just give you the 3, like the tech stage. It might be before, though. Alright, I imagine it doesn't. I imagine it's fixed. But let's see what we're going to do here. Alright, let's put Kaioken Goku there. And you get your super. You can also get your super and 3 for Trunks. He's going to be wiped out in probably this first hit anyway. And I didn't really want to sacrifice HP. It was not like my goal, but yeah, he lived through it. So now we're going to have our best defensive card on there because he gives himself... Kaioken Blue Goku gives himself like a defense bonus of like 10,000 for the first 6 turns of a fight, and fights reset, so I wish you could really turn like that. I wish it would just go to the next phase. That's kind of annoying. Alright, let's do that. And do that. And we'll do this little green one right here. And we stayed about 169,000 HP going in. This is about the halfway point, the second stage of the third fight. So and I think there's only 2 stages of Goku and Janemba actually. So this is actually kind of the exact halfway point. Even though the first 2 only have 2 stages, it's just the final boss stage. So there's a funny thing that I was trying to nuke Cell too, actually, because nuking in that event was really what stopped nuking as a whole. So because then they started making Dokkan events multiple stages because of the nuking problem. So it's kind of ironic, right? We're 430 there, and we're gonna get another super rank. So we're not gonna have a good run on this. This isn't gonna break my record, I don't think. Anyway, because we're already at like 5 minutes, and this is just a kid boo fight. I really screwed up on that Broly. It's gonna bother me now. I'm gonna have to make another run at this, probably sooner than I thought, but we should still make it through in pretty good time. I'm not worried about time on this one, or really any of the other 2. It's just the last one that I think is gonna be a pain. It's gonna probably take me like more than an hour and a half to beat, honestly. I don't know why I did that. So now I'm just making mistakes all over. Just gotta calm down. So I really shouldn't have put that Trunks first. Should have rotated him out. Because he's kind of useless for this. He's actually kind of useless for the rest of the fight, to be honest. Because he's not going to have type advantage over anyone else. Because there's no tech phases for the rest of this. It's just agility and intelligence. Well, there's a strength phase for Janemba too. Alright. Let's do that. Alright, well, let's do it this way then. It's gonna screw over whoever I put in that first thing. Alright, let's put the Vegito there then. And then what I wanted to happen, but it actually kind of worked out. Alright, perfect. And then, looks like physical Vegito is gonna get his Dokkan. I always forget in this fight, I played this and I played the Super 2 difficulty, but it's pretty much always in this fight, this agility phase Super Saiyan 3 Goku that I get Dokkan mode. I always forget it. It's always the first turn, so I'm glad I didn't get a Super Vegito. Technically. This should be probably a million. And, oh, that's nasty. 1.8 million critical. Don't do it to him. Alright. So, this is taking a little bit longer than I had thought, but we'll make another run at this. I'm going to try to run through it with mono agility as well. Just because that team is not my best team, but it's the second best team. So Janemba likes to super. I forgot that. Janemba likes to super. Janemba likes to super in the first phase. I'm gonna block with agility in it. And then Gogeta and Monster super. Trunks. You almost got to 100,000. I got Trunks to 130,000. It was a perfect combination. I was playing with my intelligence team, and I was running 2 orb changers. I was using the Android 18 and the Super Saiyan Goku that I pulled off of the Rising Dragon Carnival damage. This actually is going to be really easy to beat because we have a thing called double Super Saiyan Blue. So we actually might be able to wipe this out in one turn. And Super Saiyan Link cards are what beat Janemba. So, ooh, countered at 500k. That's crazy. This should do almost a million. 839,000. And 1 attack. Yep. All right. So Vegito beats Janemba is the lesson of the day. So that's gonna be Boss Rush Stage 1, Super difficulty. That's it. That's 5 fights. We'll be back probably tomorrow, and we're gonna do the stage 1, Super 2 difficulty, 722. Not the greatest, but we didn't have to use any nicknames, or nicknames. You didn't have to use any items. I was looking at nicknames up there. Actually, I only was off by like, I beat it in exactly 7-11. I was only off by 15 seconds, so I'm really happy about that actually. All right, that is gonna do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle.